As long as the billionaire class has working class people of all races divided against each other, the powerful forces of greed and domination will prevail.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Like I said, we're gonna play Shawn Fain's speech, a big part of it endorsing Joe Biden, because there's a lot of really good stuff in there. Before we do that, though, he had another speech earlier in the week where he hit on several hot button issues, and we wanted to play that as well. And so particularly the border issue, because the border issue is really becoming, the conservative media arm is really trying hard to make people care about this issue, and it is veering more and more and more into open xenophobic anti-immigrant rhetoric. It's not even like, at some points, the rhetoric on the right regarding immigration shifts between pragmatic and really kind of morally charged language. And so on the pragmatic end, the pragmatic kind of anti-immigration end, you can hear arguments about, oh, well, it's not good for the economy. I understand they want a better life, but we need to look out for Americans, and it's not their fault. But we just can't handle all these immigrants. It's just we can't handle it, right, as a country. And so there's like a pragmatic end there. And then on the other end is what we're seeing today. This rhetoric of an invasion, this rhetoric of the people who are coming across the border are not coming. They're just explicitly denying that these people are coming to make their lives better. They are saying that these people are coming across the border for some reason, risking their life, right, to make this trek, their children's lives, to make this trek to destroy the country. Like, it's, evil, evil kind of stuff coming out. And one of the people putting out this wicked and vile rhetoric is coming from Congressman Dale Strong. Congressman Dale Strong in Alabama's 5th District talking about this and saying explicitly, if you believe those 200 plus that I saw coming through the mountain, that they're coming for jobs, they're not. They're coming to destroy America. And this is really a far cry, because remember, the argument used to be these aren't asylum seekers, these are economic migrants, right? That used to be the argument. And now it's gone even further in saying, no, these aren't even economic migrants. They are evil people who are coming to destroy our country. And, and also in different instances, they're telling people that, these people want to kill you and sexually, assault your daughters. And just the most xenophobic, evil, anti-human, Christian in the kind of orthodox sense of the word. It's really kind of astounding, some of the stuff that's coming out. And now it's driving this, divide between the states and the federal government, where there's a real potential of a constitutional crisis like that. I have never been as worried about the state of the country as I am today. I had always been, in 2016 and 2020, of the opinion that some of the rhetoric around Trump and the Republicans veered into histrionics. And that is becoming less and less true, because the danger that Trump and the Republican Party represent to this country is becoming more and more real. Hey, 5 seconds. Just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate. And so anyway, Shawn Fain expertly dissected this rhetoric about we should hate immigrants. Let's play this.
They try to divide us nationally by nationality. Right now, we have millions of people being told that the biggest threat to their livelihood is migrants coming over the border. The threat we face at the border isn't from the migrants. It's from the billionaires and the politicians getting working people to point the finger at one another when in reality, we're all on the same side of the war against the working class. This gets personal for me. Every time I see this shit on the TVs and stuff about the border security and that being a major issue in this election, it's not. It's a joke, and it's done nothing but to divide the people. Why I say this is personal to me is because when I see destitute and desperate people crossing a border, risking their lives, I think of my grandparents who had a lot easier fate, but at the end of the day, they were still destitute and desperate, but they had to cross state lines instead of federal lines. But they did the same thing. They went somewhere else to find a better life. That's all these people are trying to do. And my grandparents were lucky enough in the early days of the UAW. They didn't tell my grandparents, "You're not welcome here. Go back to where you came from." They said, "If you're ready to fight for a better life, sign your union card and let's go get it." You know, they try to divide us by race. I had the honor last week of speaking at the Martin Luther King Day rally and march in Detroit. And more than anything, Dr. King taught us that the civil rights movement and the labor movement will forever be intertwined. And a big reason we're intertwined and we rise and fall together is because as long as the billionaire class has black and white and working class people of all races divided against each other, the powerful forces of greed and domination will prevail. That's how the forces of corporate greed and the billionaire class use division to weaken the working class. Our answer to that is solidarity. Our answer to that is unity. Our answer to that is union. It might sound simple, and maybe it is. That's part of the game they play too. The billionaires want to make you think that this stuff is complicated, that DC is for people with PhDs and legal degrees and $6,000 suits. But let me tell you something. This town is no different from any other town where working class people are standing up for their fair share. Every time we meet a politician, we're at the bargaining table. Every time we push for a new law to help the working class take back our power, there's a boss to fight. More than any other contract victory or wage increase or even plant reopening, what we learned from the stand-up strike is simple. Working class people have the power, we just need to use it.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.